In 1996, former Microsoft employees Gabe Newell and Mike Harrington founded Valve, and in 2 years released a game that would change the first-person shooter genre forever. Half-Life was released in 1998 for the PC, and it was a hit. The reason Half-Life was so popular was because it did something many other shooters didn't. It told a story. Now granted, this wasn't something no shooters did, but a lot of the popular ones didn't. Wolfenstein 3D, Doom, Duke Nukem, and more did not care about story. But Half-Life did. And there are more elements that Half-Life had. So let's discuss those elements. Half-Life has you playing as Gordon Freeman, a 27-year-old MIT graduate in theoretical physics, going to work at Black Mesa's research facility. In an experiment with an alien crystal, a resonance cascade happens, aka an alien invasion. Now Gordon has to kill the aliens. Eventually, military arrive and are instructed to kill everyone, including you. After multiple chapters, you make your way to the Lambda complex and go to Zen, where the aliens are coming from. You fight more aliens and kill the leader, the Neolans. Afterwards, you are greeted by the G-Man, who has been following you around for the entire game, and he puts you into a stasis. This story is the reason Half-Life was so revolutionary in the first-person shooter genre. It didn't start with you getting a gun and killing it immediately. It showed restraint, and only after the Resonance Cascade do you get a weapon, and even then you get a gun way later. The way they show you this story too is amazing. They use environmental storytelling to tell the story. For example, when the ATCU arrive, they kill a scientist in front of your eyes, telling you they're bad and you need to kill them. In questionable ethics, you see headcrabs in prisons, and this questions the morality of Black Mesa and the experiments. The story of Half-Life is amazing for this reason. It's a major factor in Half-Life's success. There are 3 different types of gameplay styles in Half-Life that are important. 1. Fighting enemies. 2. Platforming. And 3. Puzzle solving. Commonly, certain elements of these are put down for moments. Mostly platforming, since your movement is very fast and slippery. You're always running, and in order to stop running, you can press shift. But in order to perform platforming in certain areas, you cannot do that. However, the other gameplay types are completely fine in the way you traverse them. Puzzle solving is in many chapters of the game as well, and it's crucial to beating those chapters. For example, chapter Blast Pit has you dealing with a giant tentacle monster. In order to beat it, you need to activate a rocket, which is done by going to certain areas to activate fuel, oxygen, and power. Another example is Power Up, where you have to kill a Gargantua, which does a massive amount of damage to you. You kill the Gargantua by turning on the power in the facility and electrocuting it. And then there are chapters that take certain parts to an extreme. On a rail in the chapter where you traverse Black Mesa on a rail car and have to solve puzzles to keep your car moving. It is hated by a lot of people, probably for how long it is, taking an hour to complete. But Half-Life's gameplay is very good in the way it is used. Half-Life has 14 weapons in total: a crowbar, pistol, shotgun, SMG, C4, grenade, trip mine, and crossbow being the normal ones. However, in the late game, you get more weird weapons like the Gluon gun, cow cannon, RPG, and even the hand of an alien. Most of these weapons work as you think. The pistol shoots but does small damage, the shotgun does more damage, the SMG has rapid fire, the C4 allows you to control when you will detonate, grenades explode, and more. But different weapons have different uses. The trip mine can be used to kill enemies approaching. The Gluon gun is a murder weapon. The cow cannon is a projectile weapon. The crossbow acts as a sniper, and the RPG has you control where the rockets go. Additionally, a lot of weapons have another feature when you right-click. The shotgun can shoot out 2 shells, the SMG can shoot out grenades, and the cow cannon can charge to do massive damage. There's also a crowbar which can be used to save ammo. Overall, the weapon selection in Half-Life is big and usable in many situations.
It would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
Most of the enemies in the game you will face are the alien creatures from Zen, like the Fornagant, Bull Squid, Headcrab, Zombie, and more. But additionally, you will face the military, or ATCU, who have been sent to Black Mesa to kill everyone including you. They commonly have SMGs, but can have shotguns, and SMGs which can fire grenades. There are also the Black Ops Assassins, which... But anyway, they are hard to see and move fast. However, on hard difficulty, they have a cloaking device which makes them harder to deal with. There are also boss enemies, like the Tentacles, Gargantuas, Ichthyosaur, and the leader of the aliens, the Neolans, which is a weird-ass alien baby. But the enemies in Half-Life are unique in their own ways and have different ways of taking them out, which is how they are so interesting. The combat in Half-Life is very interesting, as the AI you fight has a really small thing that changes how you fight enemies. The AI can only do one thing at a time, meaning an enemy can't shoot and run at the same time. This gives you an opening to kill enemies, as they will constantly stop to do things like reload, and they will stay in place. However, you also need to keep moving, as if you take enemies lightly, they will kill you. HCU guns can roll throw grenades at you, the Vortigons have electrical attacks that can shoot you anywhere, and the alien grubs can shoot homing missiles at you. But due to the little AI thing from earlier, you can kill these enemies decently easily. Unless you're playing Half-Life Source. After you get a weapon, you're free to do whatever you want with the NPCs, which can lead to some devious things. You can save scientists and guards, or you could gruesomely murder them. Both of these things have some reasons. For example, you could save the guard in the beginning, or you could get an early pistol off of them. While scientists give you nothing, they show that you are just a psychopath. This lets you control what you want Gordon Freeman to be, as he doesn't talk once, and there isn't any cutscenes that take away from your perspective. You could kill a scientist while they are talking about something important. This really shows how the player wants Gordon Freeman to be as a character, and how they can make him a character. Overall, for a game made in 1998, Half-Life is very inspiring for a lot of games. You can track many shooters back to Half-Life, and it wouldn't make sense. And so Half-Life is how a first-person shooter should be made. Thanks for watching.